everyone, this is Paul Asadorian from the Stogie Geeks with Stogie Geeks 101 Cigar Buying Tips. The first tip I want to highlight is choosing the appropriate size cigar for where and when you're going to smoke it. So depending on how much time you may have to smoke a cigar, you want to choose the appropriate size. So I want to show you a very large cigar. This is a Padrone cigar, and as you can see, it's very large. The smoking time on this cigar is about 2.5 to maybe almost 3 hours. Now, people smoke at different paces, but keep in mind that 2.5 to 3 hours is very different from a 30 to 45 minute smoke, which is the cigar that I have here. Happens to be from Avo. This is one of my favorites, and again, it's a much shorter smoking time. So one of the first things you want to take into consideration when you're choosing a cigar to smoke is how much time you have. Now, in addition to choosing the right flavor profile for your particular cigar that you're going to choose, you may want to factor in some other things as well. One of the things you may want to consider is where you're going to smoke that cigar. Some cigars come in tubos, such as this one. It's a metal tube. It comes apart, and your cigar is protected inside of that tube. These are nice for when you want to go out to dinner, you want to take one cigar with you, and go smoke it at the cigar lounge afterwards, or you want to go on the golf course. You can take this cigar, you can put it in your pocket, and it'll stay nice and protected inside of your pocket for wherever you're going. So tubular cigars are nice for that as well. Now, like I said, in addition to choosing a flavor profile, you want to choose a cigar that's appropriate smoking time. These are two average size cigars. One is a Toro size cigar, one's a Robusto. You know, their smoking times are going to be between about an hour, hour and a half, depending on how slow or fast it burns and how fast or slow that you smoke. And, you know, these mostly have darker wrappers, which necessarily isn't an indication of how they're going to taste. Work with your local tobacconist to find your right flavor profile that you want to smoke. Now, some other cigar buying tips. You can buy individual cigars, as I've shown you, or you can buy packs of cigars. This one happens to be a nice box packaging with 3 cigars from Romeo and Julieta. All 3 of these cigars come in a nice tube, so they're nice and protected, and you get 3 of those that come in some nice packaging. The advantage of tubes is they'll stay humidified for a little longer than your average cigar wrapped in cellophane, certainly longer than your cigar that's not in any packaging. Opus X and similar some manufacturers also, aside from Arturo who makes this Opus X tin, will use a tin kind of format. There are 3 cigars in here. The nice part about that is your cigars are nice and protected, as well as you can reuse this tin after you smoke the cigars that are inside there. If you want to step it up and buy a box of cigar, you can see I have 2 boxes here on the table. This one right here is a 10 count box. I love the 10 count boxes because you may not want just 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 in a pack. You may want to have 10 of those cigars, and 10 is, a medium-sized box. It's nice to have a few to smoke, a few to age, and it's not as daunting as having 20, 24, 25, or even 50 count cabinets. Sorry. You can see we also have this box of EP Carrillo cigars, and this one is a 24 count box. You see we smoked quite a few of those. This is nice if you find a cigar you really want to smoke, you want to give it as a gift. A full box, a 10 count box, or a tin might be a good idea. If you're buying cigars for a wedding, a larger box for more people might be more appropriate. So those are some cigar buying tips. Thanks everyone for watching.